So if I wanted to customize this, right? And this is the base game. I put this code on Canvas. You can download the finished code. You're going to have to find your own images, but you can figure out how to do that. The image paths are really easy to locate, but you find your own images, download those, put them in the game. But this is easy to customize, right? So this one, in this version of it, I've done some basic things, but what I've done is I've implemented score. So every time I get a missile to die, in other words, the missile passes the left-hand edge of the screen, my score increases by 1. But what you might also notice happening is the missiles are increasing in speed. This is really simple to do. And it'll just keep going and going faster and faster until I die. But nothing really has changed all that much. It's just in the enemy here. Notice I have a slow and a fast limit now. So these numbers, I take the score and I divide it by the floor of 15, and that becomes the lower limit for the slowest side, the slowest a missile can be. The fastest missile can be whatever the score is, floor divided by 10. So the range will increase from slow to fast, but it's still just choosing a random integer between those two. But what happens is that window will get faster and faster as the game goes on. It's just using the score against me. And then we've got the update. I'm using global here. This one I didn't feel bad about because it saved me a lot of time to use global. But every time a missile goes past the edge of the screen, it just adds 1 to the score. And that's it. The only other thing I need to do there is draw the score on the screen. So here we've got a score font. And then immediately after I make so I'm defining the draw score there, but the screen gets filled here. And after I draw the sprites on the screen, I draw the score. It's not very complicated because you can see here again, Pygame allows me some very simple means of doing that stuff. And this code is really easy to find online, by the way. Also, ChatGPT, if you say, take my game and add a score to the upper left-hand corner, it will just help you with that too. So you can do that. Here's another spin on the game. Same game, different idea. I got rid of the missiles here, but all I do on this one is change the image. This is really basic movement, and it's really clunky looking. I think I've regressed to like 1985 kind of video games at that point, but maybe. But you can see on this one, all I'm doing is changing the surface to a picture of the jet facing a different direction. Simple. But you take some of these things and you play with them, and then you can do some more interesting things. So in this one, oops, that's not that one. So on this one, I have figured out a basic way to make the missiles follow me. So I was playing around with that. And that gave me the idea. Obviously, I didn't make it do anything when it gets to me. That gave me the idea to make this game a little bit more difficult by introducing heat-seeking missiles. Oop. I'm terrible at this game. Honestly, the psychological impact of the heat-seeking missiles is probably greater than the actual impact. They kind of freak. They're just relentless. Let me see if I can survive long enough here. And they come on at different speeds too. Every once in a while, you'll get one that's actually moving pretty quick. But it's really getting in my business now. So the mechanics of playing around with even a dumb game like this, like you can have a lot of fun just by introducing different things. You could introduce birds, you could introduce like some other kind of reward system. Like you can play around with stuff just by tweaking little things in a game.